And yes, quickly. This is a master class. I'm not here to teach. We are just reminding ourselves of what we know already. Please take one. And I'm going to ask you some questions. Put someone give me the answers. The place is warm, isn't it? I don't know whether the air condition is working well. All air around us, and we succeeded in barricading ourselves with this brick and mortar and going to buy money to buy air conditioning and giving us all kinds of health issues. Now we are struggling to get fresh air. So please, we all getting. Are we together, please?
Yeah.
First of all, NCC are here. They are leading what we call democracy. That institution, he quoted article page 41, our rights and obligations as Democrats or as Republicans in the case of America. But over 30 years now, so maybe me, or I'm sure my colleagues here, some of them are also getting fed up. Democracy. You know, the democracy is the best model so far. If you read the literature and the practice, they say so. But it comes with so much frustration. It comes with so much frustration. And the patience for people to see their results. You know, America is what they are now because it's taking them centuries to build a solid institution. We are just 30 years old or thereabouts. So I think we have to be patient. But in the midst of that too, are issues that are eating all of us up. I'll give you that card. Just write one thing. One thing that you think it's frustrating you. You are getting fed up with it in this country. One thing that I'm asking many questions, so just come along with me. One thing that you think if you were a politician or a party foot soldier or a citizen, you go on radio and want to spew your anger. There's something that's eating you up. Why would people go to radio station as a political activist and then they see all sorts of things? What is pushing the youth to do what they're doing? Why we also, as journalists, we are part of the narrative, the wrong narrative. Some of us are doing the good ones, of course. But what is really getting you upset? What is pushing us to a certain direction where we cannot build consensus? What is tearing communities apart? What is pushing the agenda of farmer header, the climate change, the illegal mining? Among two other questions are, the children are online, there's violence everywhere. What is really pushing that narrative? Cast your mind around. The institutions are not working to some extent. What is causing that? NDC, NPP, sometimes on their throat, election violence, what is causing that? The youth, food soldiery, what is causing that? Is the question clear? I'm throwing all the questions out.
I'm done.
So anything that is you think is a driver of why we behave in a certain way. Anything that you think is a driver, what's driving people's emotions, negatively? You go online, sometimes you read another thing, there's so much anger. In churches, that we can't hold ourselves together, in groupings. The dialogues that we talk about, the consensus building, you're not getting the way we should. Am I coming along with you? The question. Don't write legibly. Anything that's yourself, but don't go and research. Just write anything that, to cast your mind around Ghana. Now, the present day Ghana. Not some guy Empire, not Malay Empire, the present day Ghana. Think that it's eating us up as a country and pushing this narrative. This pole, why should be at one pole, not pole start to polarization? So, I want all about to finish in a minute. Just one word.
Just one word.
Yeah, or it can be a description. But in your view, what really is pushing all of us you know, to behave certain way sometimes, unpleasant to each other. The words that we use. Children are getting upset with elders, the youth are impatient. Political authority themselves also sometimes not patient with the citizens. What is really causing that? So we're done. One says what? This man says corruption. Where you are. So he says what he gets. Okay, you have to explain to yourself, sir. Why do you say this book for you?
Oh, yes.
Okay, why do you say corruption?
Well, corruption because it's. I think it prevents us from doing so many things. One, lack of jobs pushes us to food prices going up. Corruption is fueling that. Three, it leads to winner takes all.
So you're going to other things. So now you are corruption. They say that for me.
Yes.
So your issue is that you get upset with this country because of corruption.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Yes. And corruption, you are trying to break it, but I think sometimes also say we have several levels of corruption. But life has got corruption. Corruption at a higher level. You know, sometimes corruption, the small thing that we all do. Yeah. We have corruption, but the grand forgot corruption. And cases upon cases. So people are becoming impatient. That's what he says. You want to say something now?
To add up to the standards,
Okay.
leading to countless socio-economic problems such as corruption and lack of civic responsiveness.
Explain the first part of it. Follow moral standard.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Leading to countless socio-economic
So your argument is that our moral standards are falling.
Yes.
Right?
So people are careless.
Including all of us.
Including all of us.
Good.
So when we are given the chance, we think of what to get from the system, but not what to save. So responsiveness is not there. So the civic responsiveness is falling.
It is something there. When we're given the chance, we do.
Yeah.
So we come back to what Maule said, our right of responsibilities. You know, our eyeball is on what we are going to get from that position, but not what we are supposed to do for the country. Very fundamental.
And I think on that, just scarce resources.
Unbridled partisanship. We are all political animal. We are all partisan, by the way. Right? You have a view that, but I think what is pushing us now is a highly partisan point that we are having. I've argued that I don't see much approval if you tell me you're an NDC person or NDP person. We all vote, isn't it? But how do we build a political culture that we can tolerate each other? I think that's what the issue is. Okay? You know, from a do you agree to that?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
So what does it mean for political polarization?
Nowadays, the politicians do not think of what to do for the country. They do for themselves. Whatever they are doing, it's just in their own personal interest.
So is that what democracy is about? Ladies and gentlemen, if you came to us for our mandate as citizens, and then we give you a mandate to become a member of parliament and honorable member, assembly member, and then president, and then you are in just serving your interest. Is this really democracy? I think that we are interrogating that the people are in for their interest. By the way, we also give a chance to do the same thing, isn't it?
That's why everybody is involved.
So how do you get out of this box? It's a very systemic one, isn't it? Madam, inadequate educational facilities. Okay. Self-explanatory. Issues of what? Politician fuel conflict. Okay. But they are what? Pretend to preventing it. I did not come to you. They are the one, this man says the political party are the one fueling the conflict. but they are pretending to preventing it. I think I've argued that this is a safe space where we can certain things. Don't go with us. I think one of the things that is really, by the way, every conflict will be solved. I'm optimistic.
Sure.
Whatever happened in Gaza, West Bank, Israel, Hamas, one day it will come to an end. If you read any historical literature, every conflict has ended at a certain point in time. So that conflict will end one day. In the same way, I believe that the Kusasi Mampusi conflict will end one day.
Amen.
But it will take some time because the hidden truth, I'm coming back to what you said, that conflict is there because the political actors are behind it. At least here you can speak to later on. But if you say that conflict, it is CPP, UGC party that has metamorphosized into NDC, MPP conflict. And it's a political capital, potentially. So they are pretending to solve the conflict. Yes, sir. Ethnocentrism. What is one year's word?
Religious intolerance.
Religious intolerance. Are we together? In 2020 election, after the election, what we came to witness after the election, some of the issues. We say girls. It nearly tear this country along Christians and Muslim lines. It didn't end there. Within some few days, we wake up, Achimota Rastafarian issue. Then another one came up. They were lining up. A lot of issues were coming up. Ghana practices interfaith harmony. Faith harmony is very burdening us as a country. If you go to the National Peace Council, the board members are Muslim, Christian, traditionalists. At our faith, we respect every right. You can pray. In fact, I share an outfit with my colleague who pray. He lay at the mat and pray. I also read my Bible. Interfaith harmony, right? That's where we should be heading toward. In the olden days, we are told it's difficult for Ashantis and Voltarian to marry. But today we are seeing a different trend. But the young guys today, they don't really give a swag to those traditions. We don't care about that.
Just on that.
Yes.
Even among villagers, like the media persons, an issue happened. I wish Alaji was a witness to that issue. That was in Kumasi when we had the media capacity. Welcome, Alaji. He was a witness to that issue in Kumasi at Otum Force Palace.
Yes, I was there.
Where we're having interactions with the king, and then we were asked to introduce ourselves. And I chose to speak Buni, which is my tribe.
Yeah.
And some people from TV3 got pissed off that.
The profile.
Why didn't I speak Tree or English? Yeah, ask him. It became a very big show. They got very angry. I said, the tribe you should speak. I'm not an English. Neither am I an Akan. I'm a Bursa. And that's another way of promoting my tribe. When I finished speaking and we're leaving, one of the elders walked to me and said, they got someone to interpret what I said. And what did I say? I was even just thanking Otum for resolving that bomb conflict. And that's what I said in my language. Yeah. So later on, they came and thanked me and said, we'll do it. They appreciated and left. Yeah. That's even people who have been enlightened.
Thank you for bringing that up. We have been told by psychologists that education is supposed to develop three faculties. One is the cognitive, the mind. The second one is your skills, psychomotor. And the third one is affective, your behavior. What we are seeing now is that we've gone to school, we are very brainy, we are using the skills, but the behavior component, we've taken it away. That is why the guy will go to Harvard, he go to other Ivy schools. When he comes and gives the position, he's just sitting down there using the brain, the skull to see where to steal. Are you with me? Yeah. That's what it yes. So we have not been part of the solution agenda, where we need to deconstruct. We have to unlearn certain things, like what he said. So we have to promote culture. We will come to identity very soon. Issue one that I want to talk about is how we have even described the Fulbe community. Last week I was in Kumasi, Tamale here, and some of you were there. We had a debate, and the guys are saying, don't call me Fulani, call me Fulbe. That's my identity. It's a strict national security issue. It's a bomb that's likely to explode one day this time. I'll talk about it later on. The demographic threat of the Fulbe community as part of this learning. Things that you have constructed, try to unlearn. It takes time to unlearn, and then you will relearn. Okay. All right. We are looking at polarizing. I'll say the context very soon. Yes, sir. What do you have? In a sum, what did you say? On patriotism. Now what he's saying. We are unpatriotic. In the olden days, hey, Ghana is changing. We don't sweep again. We don't weed the road. We don't weed at the roadside, bushy. The thing that we used to do when you went to JHS, elementary communal labor. How did we lose all this value? How quick? Within, in my humble view, this less than 2 decades.
Yes.
Right? Less than 2 decades, ladies and gentlemen, we are losing all the values. Where we have to stand up for an elder person to say that value is not there. Where children have to greet daddy, mommy, good morning, it's not there. And I always tell people that if you want to greet me, just come to the office and good morning. Then that's not greeting. I said, did you greet me, please? I don't greet you. But the greeting is that you stop, Madam Adua, please, good morning. And then you say good morning. Sometimes they say, oh, how was your night? How was the morning? But here, good morning. Hey. We've lost all the values. Patriotism. And I've always said that the KSC children, I don't have faith in them. You know those KSC children, our children. The AI children, I don't know. So that's the thing that we're reminding ourselves. The thing that are polarizing us. We are being told we are in the third revolution. The first revolution was the industrial revolution. The second one was the machine revolution. The third revolution is now the tech revolution. We don't know the fourth one now will come in, we'll go to heaven. But the current AI, the tech industry, the tech children, we have lost the patriotism you talk about. So the kids are not practicing those stuff again. So so many questions are coming up. He has raised the westernization. You know, it may be part of it. We are also being part of it. We've allowed ourselves. So, sir, we say we are politically independent, but I don't think we are, in my view, at all. We are not. We are not. The West keep on using diplomatic instruments to control us. Anytime America goes to war in any of the countries, democracy is out of the table. There's nothing called democracy on the agenda. When any dictator rise up in the South, democracy is on the table of agenda for America. They will use every means to make the guy to step down. I'll talk about radicals again today. We don't have any radicals again. Probably, that's the truth. The last person that associated killing him was Gaddafi. That's it. So the rest, I don't have. I'm sorry to the plan. We don't have any radical guys any longer within the African continent. But there's one here. Where? The political radicals. What the radicals? We don't have them because we still what the radical used to do very soon. You know, who are causing the change. I don't think Bernardo can do it, GM can do it, Ramaphosa can do it. Maybe the guy will give us some signals. It's called Kagame. A little bit. If you go to the north, go to the south, go to the east, those guys are what the guy said. They are in for themselves. So things are pushing people to this polarization. Then let me stand at one pole. Let me also stand at one pole. I'm going to picture you very shortly. Yes. Are we coming together? Okay, sir.
Unreasonable as lament.
Demand for wealth. Okay. Okay. Yes, sir. And what political parties only think about the next election? Let me stay on that one first. And that's one other thing that's pushing us. Yes. The MPP and this is not everywhere. Please, we are in the room here.
Yeah.
We are the MPP, we are in this. We are in this room. We are a CDP person, so I would say I'm a CDP. But I don't even have a card in the first round. But the unfortunate thing is that we have political parties who are thinking through electoral lenses. And it's always 4-year electoral cycle. So they always think about what? The next election. Guys, where lies the political capital? If you think you can solve this problem but will not get the votes, don't solve it. What we need is what? Is a vote.
Yeah.
And that's not development. Let me give you a typical example. I've always said that if you put Nekufuado and Joe Biden on the same scale, you made a mistake. An assessment. The Nekufuado comes to power, he is solving basic things like water, cheap compound, he is solving sanitary hard policy, he is solving what? Doomsday, he is solving those basic things that should be left to the disassembly to solve. That's what the president comes to do. But Joe Biden, because they talked about sustainable development, and whatever they did, they went beyond the 4 or 5 year electoral cycle. They said, guys, let's build schools that will take us centuries. Let's build roads that will take centuries and they are there. Let's build hospitals, healthcare that takes centuries. So when he comes to power, he didn't auto-piloting. And said, well, guys, I don't have anything to do. So, Congress, can you please approve a bill for me to get money to go and fight? Or go to the moon. So we can only get there when we have people who are selfless and say, let's fix the country. Not the one fix the country. Let's fix the country of development. To say that in the next 20, 30 years, this is what we want to do. So if you give your road contractor, make sure this road that you are constructing is going to take us the next 15 years before we see any potholes. But that didn't happen here. In fact, in Accra, 2020 election, you drive in the morning, even you go to work, by the time you get the next morning, you asphalt the road. So how will this road last? Tell me. The road that they construct in the night, within some few hours, it rains, everything wash away.
That's all we want. We want it like that.
Guys, this is not the problem. So you see what it pushes people. So if you are an NDC MPP, and maybe me, if you give me the chance, when I get your platform, I want to spew this anger. Because I feel this is not what democracy is about. You're paying so much taxes. And then we give you power, say this MC, you chop the money small, but I say what? Do the work and do it well. But here, 1 year the line, everything wash away. That's not the problem. So I agree with you. Until we move away from the electoral cycle business of 4 years, at most 8 years, we will be dancing back and forth. NDC, MPP are doing what I also call what? Chaskelly. This one hit in 4 years, 8 years, and then under 8 years. That's where we are.
So let's go for Kuma's one-party system.
Low level of media, low level of media and information literacy. This one counts for you. I said that when we wake up, guys, your position where you are is a very prestigious position. But unfortunately, we have not seen that. Everyone wakes up in the morning. These days, in fact, the trend is that We don't pray and people go to bed. But majority don't pray. The last thing that we do is WhatsApp. The first thing that we do is WhatsApp. The phone has become part of us. But we buy the phone more than our wife and our husband. So the last thing we do is not the Bible, not the Quran. So when we wake up in the morning, what we want to see, what news is there? And we are going to the media for the news. And what you are putting out is so important. I've said this also, and let me repeat it, that your work as a practitioner is an extension of an academic work. Can you imagine us standing here and I'm teaching, I'm goofing, giving wrong apple? In the same way by writing. And what I say is not true. Construction, mistakes, typos, and I say, what general is rewriting this story? Because people are critical. They're looking at all those things. And that's why we stand your house. So please, you are really a golden icon in this business. And you have to take this job and do it very well. Yes, which ones I think now I'll then summarize the content. So that you know for me. Yes. Breakdown of moral, yes, we have seen it. Including corruption. Ignorance. Extreme partisanship. And what else? Indiscipline. Indiscipline. Indiscipline in this country. Abuse of power. What else? Political motivation. Corruption has really suffered today. High level of corruption. Economic hardship. But let's say indiscipline. Yes, madam. Injustice. Injustice and injustice are together. One thing that is really pushing NDC and NPP to be on each other's road is injustice. One example is electoral injustice, impunity. This party comes to power, elections, some are dead, are killed. We are silent about it. Another one, we are silent. The recent one, Tikima South, how many people were killed? No just have been served. So the other people were peace.